Hello, welcome to whatever episode we're on now of season 0 of one of the last
Season
few.
season 2, episode 3.
Season 2, episode 3, which I'm
I
assuming
reckon.
season 3 will start when the next set rolls out in like 3 weeks' time. So,
Nah.
no, we're not doing all that.
No. Why did we start season 2? There was a reason. It was blocks. End of blocks. Block 1 finished.
Block
Yeah.
1 finished. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it, actually. Yeah, good job, Pastor.
Just as we planned.
Just as we planned. It's been a while since our last one. Stephen, Jay, how you both been?
Good.
Because I've not seen you since.
No. We've just been locked in our houses for 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, shaved my beard. That happened.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. Don't do it again.
Freaked out a lot of people.
Yeah.
I've not really played much compared to you guys. I think I did Liverpool. And that was it. I haven't done a PQ yet.
Yeah. Got big Zatu.
Zatu on Saturday.
Yeah.
Cracked the meta, ready to grow.
It's already been spoiled, but I wish you luck.
Seething. It's like Boba Red all over again.
Like Boba Red all over again.
Just before.
On the cusp. On the cusp.
Cusp of greatness.
Yeah.
Jay obviously went to Star Wars.
Yeah.
I went to. Oh, I did. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, I went to. It's been that long, isn't it? Yeah, I did. I went to Star Wars.
Show me a hilt. Show me a hilt.
Hold up. Right. Here is my really large Millennium Falcon. It's a bottle opener.
Nice.
Yeah. Best thing ever.
I've got one of those on my keys. I don't have my keys on me. No, they're on my old keys.
There it is.
Yeah, that's the money shot. Yeah, very Temple Guard.
Fuck yeah. It is currently out of barrel.
Too much.
Here's a cool Kyber crystal.
What's that?
Kyber crystal.
Oh. Queen?
That's not Temple Guard colours.
When you make the saber, they only do the movie colours.
Okay.
So I had to get the green one, and then hence I then went and bought a yellow one, which is actually in the saber.
Fair.
Because I didn't want any movie colours. Right.
No, that's for nerds. Although when the new the Rey movie comes out, it will be a movie colour. You won't be hipster anymore.
Yeah. I mean, a star, right? She's got yellow sabers now.
Yeah. So we had, as we were chatting about before we hit recording, we also had yesterday or the day before the entirety of set 4 or 5. We're on set 5, spoiled. Which I was just sat in the pub, kind of like 3 pints deep, and just kept seeing all these cards come out. I went, oh, they're releasing quite a few more cards than normal. And then I found out today that they spoiled the whole set.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So maybe we'll have a chat about some of our favourites through that. Although a lot of them, from just going through like the weekly stuff, I was just like, most of these cards are not very good. Not filling me with joy.
Yeah, and I said the same thing to you earlier. Nothing really jumps out. Like Vader, I think it is possibly busted.
Vader's pretty cracked, especially an old blue-green villain, right?
Yeah, that's good. Like you can probably kill 2 things if you ECL him out, right?
Yeah.
Or timely him out.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to kill 2 things with him, like, and then next turn put something stupid down like a Snoke or an Avenger and win.
Yeah.
GG.
Yeah.
Done. But that's the only card that I've got core. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm not that fussed about the leaders, really. But I guess we'll see. Like, it might get to pre-release weekend, and we get our mitts on the set itself, and then it's like, oh, cool, this is really fun, and then we pack it away until sets 1, 2, and 3 rotate out.
Yeah, and give everyone a fair chance of being revisited again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think just going straight off the top, I think Mother Talzin is going to be one of the few playable leaders. Or Obi-Wan Kenobi General.
I think Obi-Wan.
because giving experience tokens is pretty good, but it's all force based at the start. And yeah, without actually looking at decks and synergies about how easy it is to build the force without using one of the 28 health bases and what that has to do with impacting the games, right? Like, if everyone's playing 33 health bases still, is that just better? Is losing, 5 health worth gaining the force every so often?
Possibly. Guess it depends what happens, right? Like,
yeah,
Data Vault is everywhere at the moment, and it's turned the game into something different, right?
Yeah.
Most people have a 60-card deck now, which isn't how the game was intended.
No,
it's infuriating.
And it's really interesting. Yeah, it is really infuriating. But it's really interesting to see how much change there's been since obviously we had Django for the first month up to Liverpool, and then he got banned a couple of weeks after, and then Sabine went really high, but then everyone just kind of pivoted into Data Vault after Lille, which was like a month after Liverpool, and we're like a month after Lille now, I think. And this is probably where we're going to sit now for
until set 5 comes out, right?
Just over 5 weeks from Lille. So yeah, until set 5 comes out in a month's time from now. Happy pre-month birthday, Mr. Sage.
All three of us are.
Yeah, July babies.
July Bambinos. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, if the super competitive folks now, like, they're all playtesting now, right?
Yeah.
They're not,
especially with Worlds coming out.
Yeah.
Like,
they are knuckling down. They are playing online.
Yeah.
Or printing it out physically, and they are practicing for Worlds. Those of us, too poor to go, are still here trying to figure out how we're going to win our local PQ.
I saw, I think over the weekend, that they're down to the last 60 tickets for Worlds as well.
They're what? They're
down to the last 60.
Wow. So, where did they count that?
That's cool.
Yeah, so it was on the Facebook or something. It was like, we got 60 tickets left or something. So I assume that's going to be big numbers.
Yeah. A couple of thousand.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I would have assumed like 1,000.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been a good jump for just because I would have assumed if they had like 650 at the big sector in America, that you'll get 350 people traveling for it. But maybe you probably get more than that. It's probably quite low. So, but Vegas is pricey. So anyone going, good luck.
Yeah, it is pricey. Yeah, I really want them on day 2, which will be also the first day of the new season. So anyone who doesn't make day 2 gets put into the first official ranking tournament for season 1.
Yeah,
I want them when that starts to say, cool, all that you can now start to try and qualify for next year's Worlds, which is going to be at bam, and they're going to say where it is and when it is. So paupers like us can start to
plan logistics,
figure out if we can go, and whether it's achievable.
Yeah, and I'd like to go. I would like to go. The one time I went to a Destiny Worlds, and that's when they kind of like combined it all with like X-Wing and Armada and all the other Star Wars games they had at the time. Like, great time, great weekend. And it'd be really cool to, and by the sounds of what they've got planned for this Worlds this year, is like, they're really trying to make it something.
Like a festival, almost.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, like a little Star Wars festival. Yeah. But it just need to, like, I don't know. Obviously, it's not going to be anything like a Magic or a Pokemon Worlds. Like, they're just not going to have the planning, the knowledge, and all of that kind of stuff to do it, as well as something like that. But if they put on like the best FFG Worlds to date, then And what more can you really ask for, right? It's like,
Yeah.
just need that constant improvement.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But tournament-wise for us guys, and this set, it is just the 2 local things now, right? You've
Yep.
got Zatu
Yeah.
this week, and
Athena the week after.
Athena the week after.
Showdown.
Mm.
The only showdown I'll be going to, by the looks of it.
Yeah,
Got
I
a
mean,
win, mate.
Yeah. Well, I'm judging Zatu next week, so
Oh, are you?
I am.
Judging?
yeah. You've got to pass your level 1 though,
I've got
right?
to pass my level 1 to be a head judge, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I am going to do this evening.
Don't mess it
My
up.
plan.
Don't do it.
Have
Don't
they?
do the Stephen Sage.
Won't be asking
Yeah,
Stephen
I'm
for
sure
help.
it's just right.
You
Yeah.
can redo your level 0 now, though.
You can redo the level 0 now?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, I'll have a look at that.
Yeah.
And then fail it again.
Yeah.
And then just burn all my cards.
Go play Gundam.
Yeah. This is fun. This is shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just like scrolling through cards on my left hand, and I've just seen the tragedy of Plagueis. Choose a friendly unit for this phase, and it cannot be defeated by having no remaining HP. Whoa.
Funky.
Mm.
So based on the things that we're playing at the moment, so obviously Kaz is your bread and butter at the moment, Jay. Is there anything in the new set that it's likely to pull you away from playing Kaz?
Kanan at the minute.
Oh yeah, because you're a
Spectacular. You know what I mean?
you're a rebel simp.
But you get the M1 Starfighter in this set, Jay, and that's another 2-cost, 3 damage fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, good. But I think there's a lot of stuff for Kaz in blue this set.
Yeah, Jamie was playing it on Thursday.
Yeah,
Already.
sniffing about that. Isn't he?
But I think the only thing that what I'm looking at anyway is Kanan at the minute. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
These guys. Well, Cal. I do like Cal, but I just don't think he's going to be that great.
Why there's not an array of ponchos in this set for Cal?
Exactly.
Why have we got 8 lightsabers but no ponchos?
Poncho attachment. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they need
I want to be able to attach a mullet.
Yeah. One in each colour. Different designs.
Yeah.
And what about you, Danny? Anything to drag you away from? You're a Sabine. You're a Sabine guy now.
Nah, I'm off Sabine now.
Oh, okay.
Too much 33 health. Aggro's bad.
Yeah.
Or like low. I still stun. She's on aggro deck, but she doesn't go late enough to do anything.
Yeah,
so I'll probably be dusting off old Palp Blue for the showdown.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. You've never played that in your life?
Nope. I have.
Is it
around my house?
Is it that? Well, that one that I sent over to you, or over Twitter?
No, this is like a Colossus, like just Palp Colossus. I don't remember you sending me one, but yeah, something like that. Just because it goes higher than all these mid-range decks, right?
Yeah.
Be like, oh, you've played a Crate Dragon. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. I will have that. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Because I played a bit of CAD on Thursday, and just locally, there's like 7 out of the 13 players were playing blue, and like I'd flip CAD, and he would just get rivals fooled. Like that happened at least like 4 times over.
Yeah.
Like the 10 games that I played or something. No, 9 games. Like, yeah. So I was just like, okay, CAD is definitely not the answer. Although Luke did really well on CAD, but maybe he just avoided all this blue nonsense. Or maybe he's playing a better CAD list than me, but I don't know. Didn't fill me with confidence. So, you know me, I'll just play what's ever good.
Yeah. What CAD did you play again? Sorry.
I played CAD Red. No, CAD Red.
Oh, Red. Tarkintown.
Mm-hmm.
Tarkintown. Yeah, I've had mixed results with that.
Yeah.
You either have like a really banging session,
yeah,
and you just walk over everyone, or just nothing works.
Yeah,
Like you don't get the
nothing
combos
sticks. It all
out.
just gets removed, and you're
Yeah.
not pinging damage efficiently. And yeah. So yeah, there's nothing like wildly catching my eyes. Like I'll probably try and play Darth Maul for a bit again because maybe this one's
Yeah.
good. It's probably not, but we'll give it a go.
Spotlight deck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll probably buy that.
Yeah. And I'm just checking about what color Phasma is from set 4. I'm pretty sure she's red, right?
Red.
She's
Red.
red. Yeah. So I can finally build my First Order Twin Suns deck next set with Phasma Snoke or Kylo Phasma or something. Because you got to play the 20s, big format.
We might have a game in Norwich one day.
Maybe.
No, it's only on holidays, mate.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
accidental game of Twin Suns might happen. We've all bought our wrong deck box, and we're like, oh no,
Oh no,
we got to play Twin Suns.
Yeah.
Which is good. I do really like Twin Suns. It's not because I dislike Twin Suns. We just never play it.
We do just
There's
never
always
play
another tournament.
Yeah, there's always a tournament to play.
Yeah. And then after you've done 8 rounds of SWU, what you don't want to do is go home and play Twin Suns, unless your name's Ethan.
Yeah.
And then
It's
that's
a
all
long
he
old-
wants to do. So
it's a long old slog. I did do a cheeky draft this week
yeah, in the hole.
in Hull. Yeah, that was fun. That was good. Nobody pulled any. Oh no, one guy got like a hyperspace Vader,
Okay.
which is always
Pretty
nice
good.
to randomly get one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, set one's a good set. It's just a fun set. To
Yeah,
play.
it is a fun set to play. It's a shame that we don't get more drafts locally.
Yeah, but it was interesting because that store, it was their Star Wars night. So you rocked up. You just said, "Cool, playing Star Wars," and they said, "Yep." They're all sitting over there, and there was no organized play, as in you logged into Melee and
Right.
had
A
a
drop in
little
and play.
instructor tournament. Yeah, it was a drop in and play. If you showed up, you got 2 packs, and there was 8 of us, and one of the 8th person walked in, and he went, "Oh,
We've got a drafting pod.
there's 8 of us. Oh, there's a set 1 box over there." I went, "Cool, should we have a draft?" And everyone just went, "Yeah, sure." So, yeah,
That was easy.
15
everyone
quid
did a
buying
draft.
off to the races.
Yeah, it's good. Like I didn't pull anything spectacular. Like a third spark of rebellion that I needed for
Okay.
the set.
Yeah.
Um,
Drafting all those set 1 cards before they rotate out in
Yeah.
10 months or however long they got left.
Yeah.
10. It is 10.
Not long.
But yeah, played Krennic Blue,
Mm-hmm.
Krennic Green, sorry, because he's already blue.
Yeah.
And it was very much just all the removal was coming round to me. So it was just like, yeah, I love that, thank you.
Yeah.
And then it was very much removal and big walkers. That was the theme of the set.
Everyone.
And it was fun. Beat a Boba. Lost to another Krennic. I think I put in the chat he had like 5 overwhelming barrages.
Yeah. That was wild.
That's an insane amount of barrage.
Just disgusting. Yeah, he had 5 of those, and he had the big green Imperial ships, the ones that can give Sentinel to something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that was just tough to go up against.
Yeah.
And then I played against the Sabine, and he was just a bit too quick. So, but it was fun. I was like, I might try and flesh this out to a proper deck. Because I didn't have any overwhelming barrages, because they were all the other end of the table, obviously.
Yeah,
So,
getting scooped up.
yeah. So if I had them in there, add those in, couple more bits of removal and ramp, would be an interesting deck to play. But,
yeah, it's funny how, although like blue-green villainy has always been good, how at the moment, Kira is the one that just is really standing out.
Hmm.
And all she does is like bosh some shields on some things. And
Yeah.
you'd think,
It's odd.
Good colours, that.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think she makes problematic units less of a problem because she just halves there.
yeah. I suppose she's got that really strong overwhelming barrage
Yeah.
turn as well, hasn't she? Where you just flip barrage, everything's dead because you took everything to half life and then banging out 6 damage, which is probably going to see the end of it. But it'd be interesting to see in the new set, and you were talking about it before we went live, about how many cards just have big asses, loads of health. And there's quite a lot of interaction of like, there was like the king whale or something you're saying that's got like, if you've got more than
insane.
if you've got like more than 6 health or something, then
Yeah. When played, for every unit you have with 7 or more health, draw a card.
yeah,
And that's a 4. What did I say? 412.
that's like
Yeah,
like
412 with restore 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. With restore 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're going to get a little bit of card draw in there. It's a creature as well.
Yeah.
So
I think you're probably
in a
more likely to
blue-green
hard
hero
it.
deck,
You're probably going to hard 2.
or Kanan.
Or Kanan. It'd be interesting to see where how many creatures Kanan leans into.
Yeah.
Into his deck, because I think most of the creatures aren't very good.
They're interesting though, right? Like
yeah, like Lothwolf is pretty
yeah.
good because you can, because it's sentineled and you can give it a shield.
Yeah.
Actually, we have no like. Oh, we do have some unique creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple.
Like maybe the unique creatures get in because then they trigger with Hera and all sorts of those kind of things.
You're thinking Twin Suns again?
I am, but in general.
Yeah.
Like Ghost, Proc. Or is it just anything? I can't remember.
Spectre, Ghost is Spectre, Hero is any unique.
Hera is unique, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just trying to find Kanan in the list of characters. Now that I know the whole set's out, I might spend some time.
Right at the top, mate. Right top.
Building some stuff. Yeah, super interesting. And then when we get the printed cards, we can do some more. I'll actually do some shorts like you've been doing, Stephen. Shorts.
Shorts.
Get the thighs out.
Yeah. I've been trying to do one with my Vader deck, but 60 cards is too many to do a 3-minute. I can't do it, unfortunately.
Just cut all the just cut all the removal. No, or the ramp. I don't know if it's got ramp in it. And just be like, and 7 cards of ramp. Bye.
Yeah. Boom. Bye.
Lay 10 cards down at the start. Go, got these, and then carry on the deck.
Yeah.
Got these.
These are the 10 mystery cards. And bam, go. But yeah, talking of that deck. Do we think Data Vault's gonna be addressed?
No. Because they've never addressed a base so far.
No.
They've not touched them.
And they want the game to be fairly mid-rangey. But it's kind of like it's like Tarkentown was everywhere, right? And then all it took for one leader to change, and then it's just basically gone to obscurity unless you're playing Cad or Quinn.
Yeah.
But they're not particularly favoured very well in the current play of things.
They're in that pot though, aren't they? There's a pot of there's not a leader that's kind of running away as in the way that Django and Boba or Hard did, but there is a pot of fairly consistent leaders, and I'd say Cad and Quinlan are up there because of that turn 1 play, right? Like, just get rid of that.
Yeah.
But then there is just a sea of Data Vault. Ray, Kira, Boba, Bosk.
Yeah.
Han 2. Could go through the list and just reel everything off.
Well, yeah.
Cad Bane Data Vault, like anything. Sabine Data Vault did really well in the States, didn't it?
Yeah, I lost to a Sabine Data Vault on my last day on in Birmingham at the UK Games Expo, and I was just playing ECL Sabine. And he just basically went like 1 drop, like 2 drop, 3 drop, Rebel Assault for 2 turns. I was just like, doesn't matter. I'm about to ECL Poe here. I've got 3 health left.
Yeah.
And both games, I was just like, just that extra 8 health just put them miles ahead of me. Absolutely miles. So I managed to pip 1 game very, very, very closely, like 1 action.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it does seem like Sabine, because there's always that worry that Sabine becomes just the deck everyone plays. But I think that's the one thing Data Vault has stopped, isn't it?
Yes. It has stopped kind of like Sabine just running away, because having that extra 3 health, especially in decks where you've got restore, and like so many times you'll get someone to 30 and you're like, and then they'll just heal all the way back down and you're like, and it's just really hard to come back from. And really what you need to do in a meta where there's a lot of Data Vault around is to either play Data Vault, but you've just got to go slightly above whatever they're doing, or at least equal it and gain the consistency, because the 3 health is less likely to matter in a mid-range mirror match. Because if you can get ahead and to kind of stay ahead in mid-range, then you'll just kind of use that tempo to make it not matter. When you're playing something lower to the ground like Sabine or Kaz, it doesn't matter if you keep the tempo, because you're still having to just try and push so hard. Because as soon as you lose your board presence, you're not coming back, right? It's like there's nothing that allows you to bring it all back and come back swinging. So that's why I'm going Palpatine for the old store showdown. Give it a go. And I hope not to play Jay, because he'll rock up with Kaz, and I'll pair him to round 1. And I've lose.
I've not played against a Palp yet, actually, with my new deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna I've got some time to build it out and whatever. I would have played it as Zatu if I was playing, but I was just like, I'm not that bothered about playing in another PQ this season. I top 4'd 1 already. Kind of job done.
All right. Yeah.
Which one?
It was in Bury.
PQ?
Yeah.
Alpha.
Yeah. Christ. God, that seems like ages ago.
Yeah, it does.
It does feel like ages ago, yeah.
It was ages ago. Everyone's been asking me, like, well, if I say everyone, a few people have asked me, like, oh, so when's your next tournament? I'm like, I don't have any, like, other than like a local one, which I don't really count. If I'm not leaving Norwich, I don't really count it. It's just like I've got nothing planned for the whole of June, July, or like, and then August. I assume there'll be some PQs again, but I don't think we'll see anything happening.
Mate?
Well, yeah, but again, not leaving Norwich don't count.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't. It's going to be interesting, because obviously the set will come out. There'll be such a big focus on Worlds, because Worlds is 2 or 3 weeks. They're not going to announce any.
I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got pre-release on the 5th and the 6th. The set releases on the 12th and the 3rd, or well, on the 11th, and then Worlds is 2 weeks later after release.
Wow.
Yeah. Going back to my point earlier, it would be really cool if they announce when Worlds is next year, and then like the next 6 months of stuff. They go, cool, PQs are going to be in this time period.
Yeah.
Regionals and sectors.
Yeah.
are going to be here.
Have
this is
they
how many
said
there's going to be.
how often we're getting regional? Because they're not every set, are they?
Regionals.
Regionals. That's what I'm calling them now. Regionals. Regionals and sectors.
I
don't think that they're
have.
every set, though. I don't
No,
think.
I think they're going to be quarterly.
That would make them more than every set.
What, quarterly?
Yeah, because only 3 sets a year. So I reckon there'd be one every 6 months. That's what I'm kind of hoping. I hope you get like a one sector every 6 months.
Yeah.
And then maybe 2 to 4 regionals.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
And then you can kind of spread them out a bit more. Like, if we get a UK one and then 3 in Europe, and then, and I mean that per region. So then you get 1 in America, and then you get 4, East Coast, West Coast, the South, and then, I don't know, somewhere else up north, like near Minneapolis and whatever.
Yeah.
Or even in Canada, yeah. But I don't know whether or not that would dilute the pool. But if you do them like kind of spread over a 6-month period, so you get every 2 months, it doesn't really work. Yeah, maybe 4's too many still.
I'm just trying to think how many, like when X-Wing had theirs. I know it's slightly different because there was monthly releases, right, with X-Wing.
Yeah, and also like even with Destiny and stuff, their structure was like you had store showdowns, and then you just had regionals, which were kind of like PQs, and then you had the Continentals, which is like a sector. So you're kind of jumping what a SWU regional is.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like a nationals, but not every country gets one. So maybe that's it. Maybe they just give every country a regional, but I think that would kill the numbers.
So from the top of the pyramid, you got worlds.
Yeah.
And then maybe 2 regionals a year.
Sectors.
4 is regionals
sectors.
Second,
sectors the highest.
2 sectors a year.
Yeah.
4 regionals a year.
Yeah. Well, that's what we've had this time round.
Yeah.
And I like it. It'll be interesting, to see what they do, and hopefully they talk about it before Worlds, just about how they're planning to kind of structure season 1 more than season 0. Are they going to look at changing rules about like intentional draws back, or they're going to keep intentional draws because if they kind of like let intentional draws roll over up until, you've got to keep them in for Worlds
because it's made such an impact now, right?
Yeah.
Like,
so you've got to keep them in for Worlds, but as soon as season 1 starts, you'll have basically 6 months worth of data of one or the other.
Yeah.
And you can just readdress it at that point. Because although people hated double loss, I feel like the outcry of intentional draws has been a lot louder. And like, there is no perfect answer. Like, games have had intentional draws, and when they launched this one, they were like, well, we don't want to deal with that, so we'll just make it a double loss so people don't do it.
Yeah.
And everyone kind of moaned about it, but I don't think it's because they really knew what was going to happen. I don't know whether or not. Maybe it's different people moaning about each different one.
I don't know. It's interesting, I very much fall in the category of where I preferred the double loss to an intentional draw.
Me too.
I don't necessarily have a long prestige in playing card games. This is easily the card game I've played the most competitive games in.
Yeah.
You could argue Underworlds was a card game with miniatures, maybe.
Yeah.
But how do they decide it? Like,
yep. And it is just down to FFG to be what side of the fence do they want to land on. I think what you can't do is get annoyed at people who do take intentional draws if they put it if it's just in the rules.
Yeah.
because it's in the rules.
Yeah, they're not,
and people are
they're
going to
not
do it
breaking
if it's in the rules,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And even if they, they had all the drama at the sectors about Alex not feeling well and scooping to Woo without playing the game, but it's like you can't force people to play the game even if he wasn't
No.
feeling well, which I understand that you did, and I'm not getting into that. But even if you were just scooping for your teammate because he had a better shot into the finals, there's nothing in the rules that say gun to your head, no, you have to play each other.
Yeah.
And it's not a team game, but every card game is a team game because you practice together, and coercion like that has happened for 30 years.
Yeah.
And if you are out there on your own, you are having a harder time. Find a team, you'll do better.
Yeah. Just not this team, because we will try and knock each other out as much as possible.
As much as possible. Believe me, I will be debt checking only you, Stephen.
Judge me
every round.
I will immediately call the judge.
Yeah. Judge.
And after game 2, I'll come over and I'll be like, I need to deck check you right now. And I'll be like, what are these sideboard cards doing in your deck? Disqualified?
You're going to be such a dick, aren't you?
Yeah, it's going to be funny. But only to you.
Just to me. I will have to buy new sleeves as well, because what was it? Who was it? It was either Danny or Jay. When I was like, I probably should get new sleeves just in case some of these are marked. We're going through my deck. I was like, this one's marked. Wonder what that is. Oh, it's a Devastator. Okay, cool. And going through, this one's got a mark on it as well. What's that? Oh, that's a Devastator as well. Brilliant. Okay, yeah. I definitely
you need deck checking, mate. That PQ,
yeah.
Definitely need to get new sleeves.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Do that on Thursday, mate. Do that on Thursday.
Interestingly, I'm not going to play this game, this deck physically until Zatu.
Oh, okay.
I've got Kofi Thursday.
Oh, baby.
And I refuse to go to Zatu on a Tuesday because it's too much of a ball leg.
It is the opposite side of the city to you, so that's fair.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It is. I can't get there like straight after work, but then there's the gamble of getting home that maybe a bus might drive past me down that road and I try and flag it down. Because the first time I went, a bus appeared randomly next to me while I was walking past the bus stop. Yeah. And then the second time, no bus. So I walked.
Oh, walk.
Yeah, that was like a 2-hour walk.
Yeah. But I bet you feeling real fit.
I got my steps in.
Yeah.
Got my steps in.
Yeah, just, a casual 30,000 steps.
Yeah. Got my put a story on.
Yeah.
And bosh, away I went. But yeah, I'm in that false sense of security about my deck because I've been playing it online and I've been slapping people around with it. So I can't wait to duck out at 0-2.
Yeah.
And buy a Lorcana starter set and
no Gundam, mate. Gundam.
Oh, he's already
done it. Yeah. Everyone at UK Games Expo has joined either Flesh and Blood, Lorcana, or Gundam.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we've also all got Gundam stuff.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah, there's some great salesmen up there. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I walked away with way too much stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
It is supposed to be quite good. Leighton was waxing lyrical about it, and I saw Ronan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ronan was playing it.
Yeah, another Bandai game.
Yeah. Bloody weebs, a lot of you. Stick to the Star Wars.
With your Bane Blades and your gun plan, or whatever it's called.
Yeah. All right, Jamie, calm down. Don't let it become your personality. Okay, I think we're going to keep this to a tight 45. So we've got 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Keep it relevant.
Question.
Yeah.
As you're potentially a head judge for Saturday, how many people do you think we're going to get?
Ooh, I'm going to go 40.
40 was that?
40.
You cut out.
Oh, 4-0. I reckon we're going to get. Zatu had printed out and laminated come to our PQ and stuck it on all the ASMD desks and stuff during UK Games Expo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming
Which,
ticket
to be
sales
fair,
weren't
good idea.
great.
I mean, we could probably have another podcast about that.
Mhm. Probably could. Maybe we will after the event.
Yeah.
But I just feel like
head judge scandal.
Head judge scandal.
I want you to wind who. I reckon out of everyone there, you could make Leighton or Jamie
break,
do something, just crack and do something really stupid.
Sure.
Yeah. We want some head judge scandal.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll do my best. Yeah, I'll do my best.
The thumbnail and title could be interview with corrupt PQ
judge,
official judge.
Sure. Yeah, I think we'll have a better turnout than Alpha just because it's an easier train line. I think you're right. I think that did really, really impact. Didn't think it was that bad, but yeah.
Yeah, possibly 40. It's just it's in such a funny place though, right? Because super hardcore.
I feel like once if you're prepared to get into the city centre, it's not that hard to get out to Zatu.
Oh no, I was just talking about the date of it.
Oh, right.
And the timing of this set. Like, I don't think you're going to get loads of people travel because if you're going to Worlds now, from the UK, you've probably got a buy.
Yeah.
Or you're somebody who isn't that fussed about getting a buy.
Sure. And I guess if you were kind of like within the local Norfolk, Suffolk area, you would have gone to Alpha. Yeah. And maybe you get a bit more.
Yeah.
It's interesting because, the only reason I think it's going to be 40 is because we had like 55 at Athena last set. Which is still good. It's low, but it's not 16 low. And if Alpha can get 30, I think they had like 28, 30 people.
Oh, yeah, it's like 30 people.
Yeah. Like, I just don't feel it being lower than that. Even though he's got some dedicated local guys, but not that many. So I reckon we're going to be between, 30 and 50.
I think it's going to be a real local PQ, I think.
Well, yeah, if I show up and there's 10 people, I'll be like, I should have played. No.
No need for a head judge.
Yeah, I'll do it while I'm playing, boys.
That's the scandal. Head judge wins
PQ. Oh, yes.
Yeah. You'll get to see, as head judge, you'll get to see all the decks as they come in and are registered on the Friday. And you're like, cool. Actually, guys, I've decided I'm not going to be head judge. There's an odd number. I don't want there to be an odd number or a buy, so I'll just come in and play. Any questions, feel free to refer to me. But I'm going to play. Rock up with some weird Padme deck that just hard counters everything that everyone's brought.
Yeah. My weird hardcore Padme deck. Here it comes.
Yeah. Done.
Sure.
I mean, that would, if people aren't that fussed about winning the store showdown, I think the 5 of us should make a deck for someone else.
We'll talk about that after.
Oh, look, he's scared.
I am scared.
He's scared.
It's my only showdown, mate. I need to get a respectable top 4.
Yeah, but I've already got my PQ top 4, so I'm going
to but I need my showdown top 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll work that out
already.
But it's good to get back behind the microphone. Even thank you for the 50 people that will probably watch this episode as well. Very rambly, not much content.
No, just a ramble.
Yeah. And I think we'll, try and stick to the every other Sunday show, which is actually stolen from a nice Canadian man. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But hopefully we'll be the every other Sunday show.
The other Sunday show.
Yeah. And actually, if we keep on this cadence, we'll have a podcast in 2 weeks' time, and then 2 weeks after that is pre-release weekend. So we'll be hot on the heels of 3 days worth of pre-release kits that I'll probably end up doing.
Yeah. And then, and then it's birthday week.
And it's birthday week.
Birthday week.
So
Yeah, but no, pre-release weekend should be fun.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Absolutely. So, Stephen, anything to say in your goodbyes?
Crack the meta with Boba, Data Vault. Can't wait to win the Zatu PQ. And where do I send my judge's bribe to?
You can send it to PO Box D-Dan Black.
D-Dan Black. Cool.
Yeah.
Done.
Jay?
New showcase for Twin Sons.
There he is.
Best boy.
Yeah. Are you pairing Newt with him?
I am pairing Newt with him,
Where's
but I do also have. It's currently in the possession of Stephen. I just need to.
He has put the feelers out. He has put the feelers out, and I have informed him that all of those.
I do have a Grievous deck for Thursday just to mess with. It's not good.
No.
Terrible.
I can't wait to
happily sit on bottom table with that one.
Yeah, I'll bring something fun as well, mate. We'll have a good time.
Oh, thanks, mate. We'll have a good time on bottom table, yeah.
Yeah.
Double yellow Han. That's what it's gonna bring.
Double yellow Han. Oh, how the champions have fallen.
Yeah.
I'll try and find a theme. I'll stick to it, and we'll have a good time, Jay. As to everyone else, I'd rather be lucky than good. I am corrupt. Any bribes for Zatu, PO Box, D-Dan Black.
Stay spooky.
Stay spooky.